Hello there, it's Marcusdezza here, author of a book for the guys. Hope you're all well. Please like and subscribe to the channel and leave comments. That's how you can support me. In my book I talk about narratives as to, sometimes in life we have been told a story, or in history we've been told a story, and we're all kind of brainwashed in terms of how that sort of story was. But in fact, if you dig a little bit deeper, you might realize that you haven't exactly been told the full story. So speaking of narratives, I have a bit of a horrible prediction which I fear is going to happen in this conflict between Iran and Israel in the Middle East. I wish there to be peace. Don't like to see innocent people being killed, but I fear, my horrible prediction is this, and I fear that the US is going to be dragged into this war. Okay, possibly on the basis of some false white flags, and this is my way of thinking, and that is, you might see some sort of American military base or some sort of aircraft of the Americans being destroyed, soldiers losing lives, and I think you will see Iran getting blamed for this when it might not have been done. Another possibility is that Donald Trump, the president of the US, is assassinated again. I do not want that to happen, but again, that if that happens, Iran gets the blame as well. You might start to see some sort of terror attacks in the US and in Western countries, and again, you might start to see Iran taking the blame for this as well. And you might see the US politicians all up in arms, like, oh, we got to go to war, we've got to defend America, they would typically take the side of Israel on that basis. The result being is, I think you would start to see more surveillance within Western countries like America, the eradication of civil liberties, and they'll say, well, look, our country's no longer safe, we need to bring in some digital IDs, etc. And the result is, moving forward, you will be monitored 24/7. The powers that be, or call it Big Brother, will have access to your health records, your bank accounts. They already know what's on your phone, so yeah. I also fear that if war does escalate further, you are going to see oil prices jump through the roof. Okay, now when that happens, let's take food prices. For your food to get from like the farmer's fields to the shop, to the supermarkets, it takes petrol to move these things, right? Okay, that's one thing. Electricity and gas bills you might start to see rise as well. But also, what you might also have to see in that region is shipping, some sort of ports, the likes of the Red Sea. You might start to see some sort of blockades there, the blockades of key shipping routes, and that would mean that it would take longer and more expensive for ships to go around the other side of Africa to bring things to Europe. Again, that you could see the result of the price of goods increasing a fair bit. I hope I'm wrong. I think if this war continues to escalate, I think you will see more asylum seekers, Iranian asylum seekers, come to Europe, seek an asylum there. That's a possibility. Innocent people, the vast majority of these people, but they're seeking safety, they're seeking refuge. And moving forward, I think, you know, what Israel wants to see is a change of regime in Iran. My own personal opinion is, let the Iranian people decide for that, you know, not Israel. But I think what you will see moving forward in the future is you will see Israel continuing to flex its muscles in the years ahead to further expand its borders beyond Israel. It's already taken, you know, pretty much the Gaza Strip in Palestine, parts of Lebanon as well, parts of Syria as well. You will see them expand their borders and become greater Israel. I think you'll see them take parts of Iraq, parts of Egypt, parts of Saudi, parts of Turkey. That will result in years to come of more war and more conflict. And, you know, you will see Muslim populations being dispersed on that basis. And a lot of people sort of fleeing towards the likes of Europe. And I think you're going to see the continued Islamification of Europe in the years to come. Not that I've got anything against Muslims. I've got some very nice, good Muslim friends. But I think you're going to see the identity of Europe continue to change in the coming years. I hope I'm wrong. I want there to be peace. But yeah, there's a possibility I could well be right. Hope you enjoyed the video. Please like, subscribe and comment, and I will see you in the next one. Thank you very much.